going on, everybody? Welcome to the first edition of the Claws and Clovers podcast. This is where we talk Notre Dame football and Chicago Bears football, and it is exactly a half hour till kickoff for our Fighting Irish to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. First off, this is a historic day for Notre Dame. This is their first ever meeting with Arkansas, so we know they're going to be excited. They're going to be electric on the road. And the things that need to stand out today is, one, how does CJ Carr handle being away from South Bend, Indiana? This is his second game on the road. Definitely needs to play better than he did in Miami. I'm hoping to see a clean game out of CJ Carr, but let's not beat around the bush. It is about Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price, and if they can run the football effectively against this Arkansas football team, which has some holes on their defense, but offensively, this Arkansas team is very good, and I am wondering how our defense is going to stack up against this Arkansas team. Chris Ash has not looked good as a defensive coordinator for the past 3 games. He gave up 27 to Miami, gave up 41 to Texas A&M, and then last week I think he gave up about 30 to a Purdue team, which should not be scoring 30 points on this Notre Dame defense. Very important to get Jeremiah Love going early and often in this game. Also, Jadarian Price, I have no issues with our special teams. I think we're going to do just fine there. But I'm not sleeping on this Arkansas team. This is a road game for Notre Dame. They did not look great against Miami. They played better in the second half, but in the first half they struggled mightily. This is a very important game for the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame to get back to 2-2. They're 1-2. They got to try to even this out, and they have to win out, of course, if they want to make the college football playoff. But like I said 2 weeks ago, I said Notre Dame was not a playoff team. Offensively, they're a playoff team, but defensively, Chris Ash has been a little bit of a liability. I don't know if it's scheme. I'm pretty sure we have a good enough defense. We have enough players, but it might be scheme-wise with Chris Ash, and who knows if Chris Ash could be on a short leash with Marcus Freeman. Like, I trust Marcus Freeman. I don't think I trust Chris Ash right now, to be honest. So I'm looking for Notre Dame to win this 27-20. I think if the defense can hold them to 20 points, I think that's a win. Obviously, I'd like it to be 17 or less, but 20 points I feel is acceptable for this Notre Dame team. But let's not get away from the fact that Arkansas is going to be up for the challenge for this game. Okay, Arkansas has never played Notre Dame before, and I don't want to sound like a complete homer for the Fighting Irish, but teams play differently when they play Notre Dame. Like, they build their whole week around it. Like, they get super excited. They're ready to go. This game is absolutely circled on the calendar. It's probably been circled on Arkansas's calendar ever since they scheduled it. Arkansas is looking to come out and play physical and aggressive and with nothing really to lose. Arkansas is a very good team, but they're in I believe they're still in the SEC. This is a tough team, and I am not overlooking Arkansas by any means. I just want Notre Dame to go in there, take care of their business. Jeremiah Love looking at 100 yards today would be great. Jadarian Price on special teams and in the running game giving a spell to Jeremiah Love. I'm looking for CJ Carr to be able to handle himself, be able to spread the ball. We just need enough in the passing game because I feel we're going to be able to run the ball on this Arkansas team. So I have no issues there. But yeah, I'm saying Notre Dame 27, Arkansas 20 in that type of a game. But let's switch gears because this is the Claws and Clovers podcast, which also make sure to hit that subscribe button below for more Notre Dame Chicago Bears content. I try to put out a video at least weekly. So yeah, would love all the support I get on this channel. So let's switch gears to the Chicago Bears as they try to get to 500 tomorrow, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders, who defensively have holes, and Caleb Williams should be able to have a comfortable pocket, although Max Crosby is an absolute terror as a defensive end, and I hope Ben Johnson has an answer for that, because our offensive line, it looks like it's going to be Theo Benedict going for Darnell Wright. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what the reports are going. We also get Kyler Gordon back, which is good because he's our slot corner, so hopefully that can help out. Our pass rush needs to get home, and this Raiders offensive line is not very good. And I am terrified of Ashton Jeanty. I wanted Ashton Jeanty to be our running back. We could definitely use him right now. DeAndre Swift he's not a between the tackles type of running back. He's a get him outside the edges and use his speed and his elusiveness to make things happen, but he's not a Roschon Johnson. He's not an Ashton Jeanty. He is not a between the tackles type of running back. And I feel if we can use him in the passing game as like kind of a scat back like in the olden days, something like that, that would be good. He's kind of like a Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush wasn't that big in between the tackles, but when he got in space, he was an absolute terror to take down. And I got news for you. I am not getting over my head with what I saw last week from the Chicago Bears. Was I happy to see it? Yes, because we haven't won a game in quite a while at home, so that was huge. But that Dallas Cowboys defense was atrocious. I mean, that was atrocious. That was a fireable offense by Matt Eberflus. Honestly, Matt Eberflus is a terrible defensive coordinator. Maybe he doesn't have a pass rush. I get it. They traded Micah Parsons. I get all that. But you have to do better, Eberflus, to get pressure on Caleb Williams. And you did not. Caleb Williams did whatever he wanted. He had a 142 passer rating for a reason. He was the offensive player of the week for a reason. And Caleb did whatever he wanted when he wanted to Matt Eberflus's defense. There was a drive, I've never seen this in Chicago Bears history, where they went 9.5 minutes and closed it out with a touchdown that they went for on fourth down. They hit a wide open DJ Moore. Caleb did a good job scrambling in the pocket, finding a seam and hitting DJ Moore wide open. He was thrown to wide open targets all day. Rome Odunze had a big day. Luther Burden on the Hail Mary had a huge play. Caleb looked poised and effective. He wasn't scrambling all over the place. He played within structure. He played on time. And that's another reason why Caleb looks so good. But I'm not getting excited because I saw this against the Panthers last year, which was also a terrible defense. I saw this against the Jaguars when they played in London, who also had a terrible defense. I need to see these stacked up by Caleb Williams, and I'm hoping that's what we get tomorrow against the Raiders team that really cannot generate a pass rush, but I do know Max Crosby is there. I do know he's a problem, and I'm hoping the Bears can figure him out. To be honest, I would put your pedal to the metal in this one, Chicago, and I would run at him. Because if you can make him not be a pass rusher and make him be a run defender, I think we have a better chance to be more effective on offense if we run right at him. I do want to see more of Monangai. I think he played okay, nothing special, nothing crazy. But there is this looming thing going on, and I see it a lot in rumors and stuff about DJ Moore. And I got to be honest, I don't know what to think of the DJ Moore situation. I don't know if he's a trade piece. I don't know if he's fitting in with this offense. I don't know if we want to go forward with Burden and Zacchaeus and Rome Odunze and Colston and Cole Kmet and then have a good run game. We need a power run game, definitely. But where does DJ Moore fit in this? And if you can't make a DJ Moore work on offense, maybe you're the problem. But Caleb definitely feels comfortable with Burden. He definitely feels comfortable with he absolutely feels comfortable with Rome Odunze. And I don't know what's going on with the DJ Moore dynamic. It's very confusing to me. But I expect Notre Dame. Sorry, see, it's kind of tricky doing two teams at once here. But I fully expect Chicago to come out tomorrow. It could be a 50-50 split with the fan base. There will be Raider fans. Bears fans do travel well. I'm saying Chicago. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another type of game that we saw last week because defensively, I don't know how good the Raiders are. I know for a fact Pete Carroll will have a game plan, unlike Matt Eberflus. I don't know what Matt Eberflus was thinking last week for Dallas, but I know for a fact Pete Carroll has his team coached and ready to go. No matter what the talent is, he always has a plan in place. So I have to take that into consideration. So I would say Chicago 24, Raiders 20. I know the spread is 4.5. So 24-20 seems good. I like that. I think that's a good score, and I expect Caleb Williams to have time once again to throw the ball and get comfortable. And I would like for us to come out of this with a win, getting ready to have our bye week, which I love the fact our bye week is early this year, so we have a chance to go to Vegas tomorrow, get that win. Also, it's so weird saying the Vegas Raiders. You know, when I was a kid, it was the Los Angeles Raiders, and then as I got a little older, they moved back to Oakland, which I thought was cool because that's where they started in the first place. And then they left Oakland and went to Las Vegas. It just seems weird for Las Vegas to have all these sports teams now. It just feels weird to me. But it makes all the sense in the world, the betting capital of the world. Of course, you're going to have sports teams there as well. So, yeah, I say Chicago tomorrow, 24-20. I think Caleb has a couple touchdown passes. I think the Bears' running game gets some more traction and some more positivity on that side of the ball. I think Ben Johnson has this team had a good week of practice. The one thing that's driving me crazy, though, and I don't know if it's just me, Bears fans, but all these injuries, man. Like Jalen Johnson being out with the groin. I mean, I hope he can get back as soon as possible. We definitely need him in the secondary. TJ Edwards, man, you got to get back on the field, dude. We need you. You're one of our captains. Like, we need you to be in that linebacker position. We need you on the field. We are getting Kyler Gordon back, so Spidey is coming back this week. But man, all these injuries. We have so many injuries on this Bears team. And like it's very frustrating. Like, you want to go into the season with all your horses ready and raring to go, and we've just been bit by the injury bug. We just have, and I don't know if it's because our practices were super hard or what, but I mean, if you can't make it in the practice, how can you get on the field? So I would like for them all to come back healthy and ready to go for the second half. That would be nice. But yeah, Chicago 24, Raiders 20. I feel comfortable with that. All right, everyone. It's almost game time for the Fighting Irish. I'll put out a small video at halftime letting everybody know how it's going. Like I said before, please make sure to hit that subscribe button below. And things I'm looking for Notre Dame today. Big game out of Jeremiah Love. Big game out of Jadarian Price. Passing game just does enough. CJ Carr, don't turn the ball over. Notre Dame defense try to get back on track. Arkansas is going to be fired up, ready to go. They have a really good offense. Not so great with their defense. Notre Dame looking at a 27-20 win here today for the Fighting Irish. All right, everybody. Have a great Saturday. See ya.